Communicating for the sake of it is not an art. Effective communication is the seamless flow of information in the exact manner the sender intends. It is your responsibility to ensure clarity in your communication. For example, "I want water" is communication. "I want a glass of lukewarm water from the blue jug" is crystal clear communication. Communication is directly proportional to the choice of words and the clarity of its content. The more precise and concise the content, the more effective the communication will be. You must be clear about what you wish to convey, and your thoughts should be expressed in meaningful and accurate words or phrases. Haphazard words and abstract ideas only lead to misunderstandings and confusion. Additionally, your pitch and tone must be loud and clear enough to ensure the other party hears and responds appropriately. We spend more time communicating than not, and communication occurs even when we aren't using words. It is important to note that a little less than 50%, almost half, of our communication time is spent listening. Therefore, learning and practicing active listening is of utmost importance. An effective communicator's attributes include active listening, adaptability, clarity of the thought process, confidence and assertiveness, emotional intelligence, interpretation of nonverbals, constructive feedback, traits like open-mindedness, patience. We all know about active listening, but we rarely practice it. It involves paraphrasing, withholding judgment, sharing, clarifying, and summarizing in conversations. However, I won't elaborate further on listening because it's a skill everyone knows how to excel at if they simply choose to listen. A smart person understands the value of listening when others prefer to talk. Adaptability. When communicating with the opposite gender, avoid making assumptions. For example, studies have shown that women often smile as a way to end conversations, even when uncomfortable, rather than directly expressing their discomfort. This is frequently misinterpreted as acceptance of the joke or advance. Pay attention, read the room, and adapt accordingly. Other points addressed in the course. The remaining attributes will be discussed at different times during this course, so I won't repeat them here. Instead, I'll share some general suggestions on workplace communication etiquette. Avoid sensitive topics. Do not bring up religion or politics at work, especially when meeting a team for the first time. Share appropriately, share about yourself, but don't overshare. For example, talking about the delicious food and beautiful beaches from your recent trip to Thailand is fine. However, sharing that you smoked a joint during the trip is unnecessary. Control your volume. Keep your voice at a reasonable level. Some individuals naturally have loud, booming voices, but it's important to avoid being disruptive. Excitement can also make us unintentionally loud, so keep it in check. Use headphones for music. If you enjoy listening to music, use earphones unless everyone explicitly agrees to have it played on a speaker. Playing music for everyone without consent, even soft tunes, can be highly insensitive. Don't withhold information. Never withhold work-related information due to personal grudges. This is highly unprofessional. It's natural to feel frustrated when things don't go your way, but retaliating through poor communication only harms the team. Be honest in your communication. If that's not feasible, let it go and move forward. Don't be a complainer. If you notice an issue, don't just whine about it. Address it constructively or escalate it appropriately if it violates workplace policies or ethical standards. Learn to be assertive. Assertiveness is a valuable skill at work. If you are already assertive, great. If not, work on developing this quality. Communication etiquette applies to all areas of life, but matters even more in the workplace. Everyone is gathered to work toward a common goal and return to their personal lives afterward. Behaviors like manipulation, poor follow-through, and last-minute task dumping are unacceptable. If you are on the receiving end of such behavior, learn to stand up for yourself. If you are the one being unprofessional, which I hope you're not, reflect on the cause and work on becoming a secure and competent person. The benefits of practicing proper communication etiquette are immense. A real-life example. I know of a real person who experienced nearly a 400% salary increase, reaching a 5-figure monthly income in India after just 1.5 years of experience in the IT field. His success was due to his strong ownership of tasks and consistent follow-through. He ensured his large team stayed in the loop and received constant praise for his communication skills. Additionally, he proactively took initiatives when needed and even mentored a fresher, a responsibility assigned solely because of his exceptional communication skills. Conclusion: invest in mastering communication with all your heart and mind. It pays off immensely in personal and professional life.